The way your body is organized, it's organized around cells. First it was one cell that was alive, and now it's evolved or been transformed or been recreated or designed intelligently. This thing that I'm sitting in, and the one that you're sitting in and listening to me with, is 100 trillion cells. 100 trillion cells that are all following the same instructions that came from the earth in the beginning. So it was the electromagnetism, it was the heat, it was the water, it was the light, it was the sound, it was all of these things that came together that caused the elements to transform themselves into a living creature. And that living creature now is manifested in you 100 trillion times more in you, right? So now what about that? So so let's go to all the way to the singular point of the cell. All health, all vitality, all wellness boils down to the health, the vitality of the cell. A single cell in your body. Every single cell in your body has to thrive at a particular level in order for the entire organism to thrive. Can you hear that? Now, where am I going with this? What is a cell? So a cell, let's use just a basic idea of a cell that's like a circle, right? Just, a pie, and then the rim of the pie is a cell wall, right? The cell wall is not just the divider between that which is within and that which is exterior to the cell. It is a magnificent collection of proteins and fats. These are compounds that allow for the transference of ionic or electricity. So when we say ionic, we're talking about electrical charge. When we're talking about electrical charge, we're talking electrons to flow freely through the entire mass of the cell. So it's how do you get in and out, in and out. So your cells breathe in the same way you breathe. There's cellular respiration in the same way that you and I are respirating, okay? And we're bringing in nutrients, we're bringing in energy, we're bringing in information, and we'll talk about that in a little more detail, and we're transferring that information in and around the cell in order to do the work that cells do in order to conduct life. Now, what is that really about? The one thing in particular I want you to know about the cell wall is that the cell wall is really a capacitor.